Hello everyone at Small Layouts. Welcome back to our module build. This is our next installation, I should say. Today we're laying track. Now, when laying track for a in-scale module, you'll have your three lines. The first one is your red, your yellow, and your blue. Now, according to in-track standards, you're supposed to measure from the back of the layout. So we'll do it their way. What you want to do is you want the tracks to be on center. So we'll take our tape measure. The front track from the back of the layout to the front, it should be right on 20. Okay. The second track in should be 18 and a half. And it is. And the third track should be 17 on center. NMRA says from the back of the layout. I did mine from the front of the layout. Going from the front, the first track should be 4 inches on center. You see that there? It's 4 inches on center. Then the second one should be 5.5, and it is. And the last one should be right at 7. So if you get 4 inches, 5.5, and 7 inches, your tracks are perfect. Now, when laying track, after you take your measurements, let's move these nails out the way here. I took, to lay my road bed, as you know, you want good track. I took regular Elmer's white glue and took a piece of road bed. Now I'm just doing this for demonstration. You take your piece of road bed. After you mark where it needs to go, in-track modules only have 3 tracks, so we're not actually laying a fourth, but I'm going to show you how it's done. After you get your proper spacing, you want to turn the road bed over. Now you'll see that center line. That center line is where the 2 pieces come apart, but we're not going to separate it. Now we're not going to glue this down, but I just wanted to show you. What you do is you're going to take your glue, and you'll want to run a bead all the way down, kind of like that. After you've done that, now what I did was, if you look here, right here, hold on. If you look right here, what I did was I put a nail on either side of the tracks to make sure that I had the proper placement. What you want to do is you want to flip that road bed back over after you place the glue on there, and you get your proper spacing. Then, like I said, I took a small track nail and put it on either side, so I knew exactly where it went. See how I did that there? Then what you want to do is you're going to take your track. Now, you have to remove at each end, see right here, you have to remove 1 tie off of there so that you will be able to join to the next section. This is where your connector tracks are going to come in, right here. Your connector tracks will go here. So on your piece of flex track, you'll want to cut off this first tie, that one right there. You want to cut off 1 at that end, and then you'll go down to the opposite end and you'll cut that one off there. Then you want to take your track and you try to want to get it as straight as you can. I mean, you'll know. Then, so we have the white glue underneath, and then you'll take your track nail. You find that first hole right there. And I'm mounting on foam, so it's just easy. You just take your finger or your thumb, push that right in. And then to make sure the track doesn't move and it stays straight, you come down to the other end, and then you find the little track, the little hole at the end. See right here? Find that other hole at the end. And make sure, pretty much eyeball it, make sure your track is straight. Here, let's try to get this nail here. And then, like so, just pin that in place. I can't get that. There. Just pin that in place. And then you want to make sure your track is straight and then you just go down each hole in the track. Make sure it's in place. And that is how you lay perfect track. Now, I like to use Atlas Flex Track. It gives a good connection, and then when you add on to the end, as you see here, this is a full piece of Flex Track. So you'll need at least, you're using 3 lines when you do a module. So you'll need at least 6 pieces of the rail to continue to the end. But once you get the first part done, the rest of it comes quite easy. That's our next module update. I'll keep you posted next. We're actually going to be installing a river. But you'll get to see that later. Thank you everyone at Small Layouts, and enjoy. Happy railroading.